Hi, it's Kim Schold. Have you ever told yourself a lie? Well, of course you have. We all do it. But I want to talk to you about the big fat lies. These are the lies that we tell ourselves that affect what we believe about our self worth, our value, and why we're even here on this planet. And I'm talking about things like, I'm not good enough, or I'm not smart enough, or I should be farther along by now. I'll never be loved. It's just not in the cards for me. Or I don't deserve success. These are huge lies. These are lies that can actually paralyze you or prevent you from taking a step forward when you need to. And more importantly, they're the lies that you might not even be aware of. So the first step is you gotta really examine, what are the lies I've told myself? Where does that come from? For most of us, it started when we were really young. We started, as a little kid, the whole world is about you, right? I mean, anything good that happens, it happens because it's supposed to. And anything bad that happens must have happened because you did something bad. Well, we're not capable of analyzing the world the way adults do. We don't understand and rationalize bad behavior. We absorb it all as though it's our fault. So these lies become our story of ourselves and our story of how the world works. So taking them into adulthood, everyone does it. And the trick between, or the difference between people who are really, really living authentically and people who are still living in fear is their willingness to open themselves up and face what is the big fat lie. And most of us have told ourselves more than one. So I started thinking about this. How do you overcome it? And I remembered in The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, the old Stephen R. Covey book, which if you haven't read this, you need to read this. And he talks in here about establishing a trust bank. Now he's talking about establishing trust in relationships and making deposits into that relationship the way you do a bank account. You do it with business associates, but you also do it with your family. And I like the idea of making deposits because it becomes a regular habit and you're banking against a time when you might not have enough energy and you're going to have to pull from that reserve. Well, let's do the same thing to overcome our big fat lies. How do you do that? I'm going to call it the mindset bank. And I want you to start making regular deposits, daily deposits, into your mindset bank. That's the only way you're going to have enough reserves to draw upon when you're ready to face down your big fat lie. So I'm talking things like the old classic, Think and Grow Rich. If you're not rereading this book every couple of years, you need to be. When it comes to business sorts of things, I'm always looking for things like Brian Tracy's books on goals. I mean, it helps you really clarify what your priorities are so you know what to do with your day. The Slight Edge, which talks about the importance of doing the little tiny things every day that are so easy to skip. But you also have to fill your mindset bank with spiritual things like the passion test, really understanding how to find your passion in life. And the soulmate secret is the kind of book of asking yourself, am I the person who can attract the kind of person I want to love me? Am I attracting the kind of love I want and deserve with my actions? Even if you're married, things like that, you need to be constantly filling your mindset bank with those kinds of deposits. How about just being happy? Happy for no reason. You ever thought about that as a possibility? Instead of happiness as a destination or happiness as a definition of success, just be happy. Books that tell us how, we're not perfect and just go ahead and start the process. Feel the fear and do it anyway. If you don't like books, good gravy. There's tons of audios out there. I mean, you got the classics by Zig Ziglar. You've got new stuff coming out all the time. Got John Maxwell here. I've got some Craig Holiday here. If that is just too overwhelming to you, can you start one place? Just start with Success Magazine. The subscription for a year really isn't all that expensive, and every month you get one of these audio CDs. If you got an iPod, if you go to iTunes, search around in there. There are tons of great audios you can download. The point is this: fill your mindset bank, make deposits every day with the books you read, the things you listen to, the television shows you watch or turn off the television and don't watch, and even the friends you hang out with. Because you can either let those big fat lies continue to rule your life, or you can start banking for the day when you're going to start to challenge yourself and take over and stop those big fat lies. And the thing is, well, and here's the dirty little secret about the lies, they never go away. All you do is equip yourself, become better at identifying them and stopping them in their tracks and reversing course as quickly as possible. How much time you give to that big fat lie is the difference between those who really feel like they are hitting their stride and living the purpose they were meant to live, and those who still wonder, what am I doing on this planet? So I'm Kim Scholl, the Life Journey Coach. I'd love to hear from you, so shoot me a line, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.